Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another shoutcast for you today, of course in the Great League, one of my favorite leagues, if not my favorite league. But either way, taking a look at Galarian Stunfisk, Shadow Mewtwo, and Deoxys, so spicy with that Shadow Mewtwo. Guys, this trainer does have a YouTube channel, so I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. I actually went ahead and subscribed to them today, so it's going to be really exciting. So either way, we're going to see an Earthquake come in, going to be doing a lot of damage to the Jellicent. This Jellicent has Bubble, so it's doing more than it would with Hex, because Stunfisk, of course, being weak to Bubble. So we're going to see a Shadow Ball that will be enough to KO, yep. So it does KO, in comes Deoxys. Okay. Deoxys certainly does not want to be hit with a Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, the Jellicent does get to a move. Not going to shield it. It's going to be a Bubble Beam. Wow, that is a huge call. I probably would have chickened out and shielded that, to be honest. I think this is only another Bubble Beam. I don't think this is enough for a Shadow Ball. Yeah, but again, I mean, it's still debuffing Deoxys, but hey, at least you're able to charge up quite a bit of energy and not get hit with the Shadow Ball, so you could switch out after this to reset the debuff. And in comes Galarian Stunfisk. The count is definitely not doing too much. These moves, these charge attacks are resisted. This is going to be a Rock Slide. So yeah, it's not going to KO. Looks like Deoxys is still staying in, maybe throwing the Psycho Boost and then switch. I'm not really too sure, because you definitely want to reset the debuff, but at the same time, Shadow Mewtwo going up against an opponent with two shields, a Galarian Stunfisk, is not really going to do too well either. So this might be a loss. I guess we'll see. It's looking tricky. It's looking tricky. We're going to see another Psycho Boost. And this just good. I mean, it's continuing to debuff itself, but hey, in comes the Mewtwo now. So Mewtwo is going to be hit with an attack. Being a Shadow Mewtwo in the Great League, going to be really squishy. It's going to be an Earthquake. That would have like one-shot it. So in comes Deoxys. So Deoxys unfortunately resists all of these attacks because this Mewtwo does not have Shadow Ball. So we're going to see a Psy Strike. They do shield it because it makes sense. I mean, it could be a Shadow Ball, right? So Shadow Mewtwo is going to go ahead and shield this. It is going to be a Rock Slide, so that is a good shield. Basically, shielding Mewtwo is always a good shield, right? So Psy Strike coming in. Going to be resisted, of course, as we know. Still picking up the shield, picking up the second shield. Going to catch the move with Deoxys. Okay, that's one way to go about it. Let's see. This is going to be enough to KO, of course. So that was a beautiful catch. But this Mewtwo, it's still not going to be enough, because that Deoxys is going to be able to get to a move. I mean, this Psy Strike is going to KO the Stunfisk. Yep, there we go. And in comes Deoxys. And Mewtwo does need two of these, I think. I think two is enough. So we're going to see one. If they win this, I'm going to be shocked. Yeah, another one will be enough. Oh, no, the Mewtwo goes down. Okay, okay. That was a very good game, though. A really good attempt at winning. Unfortunately, was not able to win after that catch, but it was a beautiful play. Let's see the next game. So Earthquake coming in from the Galarian Stunfisk. So this is going to do a decent amount of damage. Of course, Umbreon is going to go ahead and go for an attack right now. It's going to be a foul play. It doesn't matter if they have Last Resort or Psychic. You still go for foul play against Galarian Stunfisk because it's a Steel type. So Galarian Stunfisk is going to be hit with another foul play, of course. So foul play going to connect. This Stunfisk is charging up. We're going to see another foul play. Going to go ahead and let it go. Now this does not KO, I don't think. No, it does not KO. So Stunfisk is going to be able to get off an Earthquake. Now, let's see if they take this. They do not take it. Okay, so I was going to say, they could have made it to a Rock Slide, and they would have been able to get that off and possibly force the shield, but they didn't take it. Umbreon didn't take that anyway. They shielded the Earthquake. So we're going to see a foul play come in from the Umbreon into Deoxys. Definitely rough. That will be super effective. Deoxys maybe going for the farm down, but okay, not going to shield this one. But Umbreon might get to another one before they counter it down. We'll see. Oh, we'll see. This is... Oh, no. They're going to go ahead and throw the Psycho Boost. It makes sense to throw the Psycho Boost. This is double resisted, but maybe it's still enough to KO. It is. So in comes Skarmory switching out into Mewtwo right now. So Mewtwo going to go ahead and go for the attack, the Psy Strike, hoping to pick up a shield. That does a lot of damage, even though it's resisted. Yeah, Mewtwo is so squishy, but at the same time, it's doing a lot of damage. So Shadow Mewtwo is going to go ahead and shield. It'll be able to get off another Psy Strike, and it will be able to KO. I might get Psy Strike and Psycho Boost mixed up here and there throughout the video. Just putting that out there, just because they're on the same team, and it's easy to confuse, at least for me. But either way, in comes Deoxys. It looks like this is going to be another loss, because we're going to see a Psycho Boost, but of course Psycho Boost is going to be not doing too much, plus it is debuffed as well. But anyway, good game. So next, looks like we saw some lag in the beginning, but Galarian Stunfisk into Cresselia now. I think that Cresselia switched in, but it's going to go ahead and go for an attack. This is going to be Grass Knot. Yeah, I mean, the other moves are resisted, so you just go for Grass Knot. Makes sense. Moonblast resisted, Future Sight resisted. We're going to see an Earthquake come in. That does a lot. Now we're going to see a switch into Deoxys. Now they can go for Moonblast. Moonblast does have a chance at debuffing Deoxys. So yeah, it's going to be Moonblast. Makes sense. Good play, going to be doing a decent amount of damage. So this Deoxys is charging up, going for the Thunderbolts. And I don't think this Thunderbolt actually KOs. Cresselia is really tanky. It does not KO, but Deoxys can farm down. It will have to take this attack, but it's not going to KO it. So Deoxys will be able to farm down unless they pull a switch, which they don't. So Cresselia goes down, and in comes Altaria, okay? Going to go ahead and go for the Thunderbolt. This will not debuff the Deoxys. I mean, Deoxys is going down after this Thunderbolt anyway, but they're both neutral. So Deoxys does go down. Psycho Boost probably would have been, I don't know. I don't know which move is the correct way to go. But anyway, in comes Cast Form. Cast Form is going to go ahead and go for this Weather Ball. So we're going to see a shield from the Stunfisk. That would have KO'd. Okay, gonna go ahead and see this Earthquake. Let's see if they decide to shield it. The opponent still has 2 shields. Mewtwo definitely benefits when shields are down, or at least when you have a shield advantage, right? So we're gonna see a Scythe Strike come in right now. So this Scythe Strike, is it gonna get the shield? Yes, it is. I would be afraid of the damage from Shadow Mewtwo as well. So Mewtwo has to shield this. Weather Ball would be enough to KO. Yeah, you kind of don't want them to catch, but let's see. I don't think the switch time is up. Oh, they go for the catch. Out comes the Scythe Strike right now. Is this enough to KO Altaria? I feel like it is. I mean, this is Shadow Mewtwo. That's enough to KO. In comes Cast Form. So basically, this Stunfisk needed to get to an Earthquake. Unfortunately, not able to do so. So this Weather Ball is going to finish off the game. So off to a rough start. Again, these, well, I didn't say this yet, but these battles might be out of order. They probably are because they were submitted individually. So, you know, it's possible that he didn't lose 3 times in a row. It just happens to be the order I put them in. That's totally fine. But this is a great matchup. Galarian Stunfisk into Galvantula is a matchup that you want to see. I'm actually surprised the opponent is not switching. We're going to see a shield. And, okay, they do go for an attack. I'm also surprised that they shielded that attack. But that's okay. So Lunge is going to connect. It does debuff, but we're going to see Rock Slide. I mean, this Galvantula, 2 Rock Slides is enough to KO Galvantula. And they actually double shield. Wow, okay. So we're going to see another Rock Slide. Honestly, even another Lunge. Like this Galarian Stunfisk is still going to win this matchup. Yeah, because another one is still able to KO. Yeah, so you could take this. It does not KO the Galarian Stunfisk and go for a Rock Slide. So definitely not worth it for the Galarian Stunfisk to shield anything, or from the Galvantula to shield anything, in my opinion. But that's okay. We're going to see a Rock Slide that will be enough to KO. And now in comes their Galarian Stunfisk, and this is what you want to see. You want to be up 2 shields with Mewtwo, right? We're going to see a Mewtwo come in right now. Mewtwo is just going to go for that Focus Blast. We know that one-shots. Mewtwo is going to go ahead and shield. Shielding the Earthquake, very nice shield. Rock Slide would still do a lot. Don't even worry about a catch. They actually do catch. That was actually a good catch. Just as I say don't worry about a catch, the opponent catches it on something that resists Focus Blast. But to be honest, that still did a lot of damage. And a Scythe Strike is still going to KO this Azumel at this health. So yeah, you didn't really have to worry about it. Even if they caught it with something like a Jellicent that double resisted, it was still fine. Mewtwo is actually going to go ahead and shield this. It's going to be a Rock Slide, of course. That would have KO'd Mewtwo. So now Mewtwo is going to be able to get to this Focus Blast. We know this is going to KO. Deoxys would have been able to just counter, like do a lot of damage with counter as well. And, you know, Psycho Boost. So yeah, Mewtwo is going to be able to take that game. You'll love to see it. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Stunfisk into Hypno. Okay. Kind of like more or less a neutral matchup, of course, if they have Focus Blast. That does a lot, but they didn't charge up for it, so we know this is not. Fire Punch is also super effective towards Galarian Stunfisk, so definitely unfortunate for the Stunfisk, but Stunfisk will be able to hit back with Earthquake and do a lot of damage. We do see a shield there, so it looks like this Hypno will be able to win this matchup, but we'll have to see if Galarian Stunfisk does shield it. They do not shield it. Okay, trying to get to another one. Okay, able to get to another Earthquake, so 2 Fire Punches, not enough to KO Galarian Stunfisk. So we're going to see an Earthquake doing a lot of damage, switching right now into Deoxys. Hypno is going for an attack. I don't know if this is enough for Shadow Ball. I want to say it's not. Okay, they go for Fire Punch. So in comes Wigglytuff. Wow, Charm would absolutely delete Shadow Mewtwo. It's not even funny. We're going to go ahead and see a Thunderbolt. Going to be some nice neutral damage, but they do shield it up. And the Axis should be able to get to another one. It does. Again, Mewtwo has shields that it can hide behind. So this is definitely really solid. So they might be able to farm down. They do actually farm down, but that's fine. Mewtwo is going to go for the farm down. Look how much one Charm did. So Mewtwo will shield this and get the farm on Wigglytuff. Yep, there we go. It does go ahead and farm down. Very nice. And in comes Hypno. Charging up extra energy. Going for... Yeah, we're not going to be able to farm down, so going for the Side Strike to KO. And this is good KO. Let's see what's in the back. But Shadow Mewtwo with a shield to hide behind. Oh my gosh. That Bash Shieldon. Honestly, this Focus Blast probably enough to KO like 3 Bash Shieldons. Maybe not 3, but maybe though. I don't know. I mean, Shadow Mewtwo is powerful, guys. It really is powerful. Alright, next up we have Galarian Stunfisk into Whiscash. Okay, so of course Earthquake does a lot. This is not a good matchup because the Mud Bombs are going to be super effective and Whiscash does get to them fast. Whereas Earthquake is not super effective towards Whiscash. It will do a pretty good amount of damage, but it's not super effective. So we're going to see an Earthquake right now that does get the shield. And we see it switch into Deoxys. This is not a good matchup actually for Deoxys though. Well, I mean, you have Psycho Boost. I mean, the other two moves, Rock Slide and Thunderbolt, are resisted. Counter is neutral. Excuse me. But in comes Wigglytuff. So Wigglytuff is coming in. We're going to see a Thunderbolt. I'm surprised they switched out of Whiscash. I mean, Whiscash could have just like spammed Mud Bombs. But I mean, look how much damage Wigglytuff is doing with Charm as well. So we're going to see... Plus, they wanted to save it for the Galarian Stunfisk, right? So that actually makes sense, I guess. They wanted to save the Whiscash for the Galarian Stunfisk, but Deoxys actually beats Wigglytuff and gets off a Psycho Boost against the Whiscash, which is really nice. Still is up a shield as well. Galarian Stunfisk actually coming in. Okay, I mean, going to probably save the shields. Do you shield this? No, you don't. You let it go. It doesn't KO. Switching into Mewtwo right now. This is going to be a Mud Bomb, but it's still going to do a lot. So we're going to see a shield from the Shadow Mewtwo. So Mud Bomb would do a lot. And able to charge up extra energy. Going for the Side Strike. This KOs, but will they shield? They might. I'm curious what's in the back. They do shield. So I imagine Mewtwo shields. It does. And Mewtwo probably overfarms and goes for the Side Strike. They could try and catch the Side Strike, though, on something that possibly resisted, depending on what's in the back. No, they don't catch it, so this Side Strike will KO the Whiscash. We'll see what's in the back. I mean, Shadow Mewtwo doesn't have a shield anymore, but it will get to its moves fast, okay? So I think they could make a Focus Blast. Yes, they can. Mewtwo's going to win CMP every time, guys. So we are going to see a Focus Blast. Oh my gosh. That just absolutely obliterated Skarmory. So next up, holy cow. Great matchup. So let's see what happens. It looks like they are staying in. I mean, this is a good matchup. Skarmory does have some play. It's crazy. It's crazy because like the moves are resisted by Galarian Stunfisk, but Galarian Stunfisk is dishing out neutral damage, not super effective damage. It's still a good matchup for the Stunfisk, but Brave Bird actually does a pretty good chunk. But we're actually going to see a Flash Cannon, so that does a pretty good chunk as well. So yeah, so these Rock Slides coming out right now. So we're going to see one. And yeah, even one more is not enough to KO. And the thing is, Galarian Stunfisk cannot really farm down Skarmory unless if it's like 1 or 2 or 3 HP. Like you're not going to be able to farm down from that range. So Deoxys switches in to get the counter, be able to counter down. That's incredible. In comes Galarian Stunfisk. Okay, not a bad matchup to be honest, because of the counter damage. Counter is doing a lot of damage. So we're going to see an Earthquake. That's going to do a lot to Deoxys. But again, this trainer, they're saving their shields for Shadow Mewtwo. I think that is definitely what you want to do. So going to go for that Thunderbolt. Trying to get to another one. Okay, an attack comes in. Rock Slide should KO. Yep, going to be Rock Slide, and it does KO. So in comes Galarian Stunfisk. Are we going to see a Fawn down? No, we're going to see a Rock Slide. I don't think the opponent will shield this one. But they, I mean, nah, I don't think so. They actually do shield. Okay, they want to get off an Earthquake. So this is gotta be Earthquake, otherwise it doesn't KO. So I don't think you bait here. Yeah, it's Earthquake. It does KO. And then comes Mewtwo. Mewtwo's gonna go for that farm. 4, 5. They got to 1. Okay, so this is gonna be a Rock Slide, but Shadow Mewtwo has 2 shields. Gonna go ahead and shield this Rock Slide and get that farm. And what is going to come in? One shield, a bunch of energy, Blastoise, 2 Side Strikes will be enough to KO. I wonder if one is enough. Probably not. It's going to do a lot. Oh, they still have a shield. Oh, I didn't realize they still had a shield. Okay. Okay, so Mewtwo has to shield this and go for the Focus Blast. So Focus Blast probably KOs, right? I think so. If it doesn't, that Blastoise wins, but I think this should be enough to KO. Unless if it gets it very low and you could farm down with Psycho Cut. It does KO, okay. So, am I really underestimating the power of Shadow Mewtwo? I guess I am. Okay, Nidoqueen in the lead. Okay, I mean, of course, Nidoqueen has Earth Power, but there's an Earthquake from the Skarmory and Stunfisk. We're going to see a bait right now. So, let's see. I mean, it could go either way. Let's see if they shield it. They do, so beautiful bait. Beautiful bait. We're going to see an attack. Again, this could be a bait as well. It is. So, nice call by the Galvantula and Stunfisk not to shield that. This is, I don't think this is enough for Earth Power. No, it's Poison Fang. Okay, so able to take that, and then Galvantula and Stunfisk does get to an Earthquake, so this Earthquake, we know KOs, but let's see if they decide to double shield. No, they're just going to let it go, so this is a great situation. In comes Politoed. Okay, going to try to get to the Earthquake, not quite able to get there. Probably going to let the Stunfisk go. Yeah, going to let the Stunfisk go and bring in Deoxys. Thunderbolt will be doing a lot of damage. This actually, it'll be enough to KO it. So, yeah, you don't need to shield this. Even though it's a Shadow Politoed, Weather Ball's not going to KO. It does do a pretty good amount. Okay, I would have thrown the Thunderbolt immediately because now they get to another Weather Ball. But that's fine. Oh, they switch into Stunfisk, so we're going to see a Side Strike. That was a good switch by the opponent. Now we're going to see Mewtwo come in, okay? The opponent still has the shield, we have to keep that in mind. They likely go for Rock Slides. I think this is only a Rock Slide, but Mewtwo still has to shield it. Look how much Mud Shots did, right? So yeah, it is. And we're going to see a Focus Blast. Will the Galvantula and Stunfisk shield this up, though? Or will they not shield it? I guess we'll see. They don't shield it. That KOs. In comes Politoed. Able to not quite get there. Mewtwo does have to shield if it wants to get it off. Okay, going to be a Weather Ball, and we do see a Side Strike, so this Side Strike KOs, so that means Politoed has to shield. Politoed will win the race, though, so they're going to be able to get to another one. Oh no, they were over-farming, so this will allow Mewtwo to get to it. I believe Politoed should have won that race, but they were over-farming for the Deoxys in the back, I guess, which makes sense. Alright, so Galvantula and Stunfisk versus Galvantula and Stunfisk, a match you hate to see. So, I don't like this Mew event match, but that's okay. It's like, do you bait, do you shield? It could go either way. They could bait here. They could go straight Earthquake. They bait. Okay, nice call. It could go either way. Sometimes I bait, sometimes I don't. It's hard to say what the correct decision is, but the opponent actually shields that. Okay, so again, Earthquake will KO. Rock Slide will not. Not going to shield it. It's going to be another bait. Wow. Calling the baits. Holy cow. So this is huge. I mean, they had no plan in shielding this Galvantula and Stunfisk anyway, I guess, because they want to save the shield for Shadow Mewtwo, which has been a theme in these videos. So even if this is Earthquake, watch this as another Rock Slide. Oh my gosh. It is. So Galvantula and Stunfisk. Okay. This is another Rock Slide. This is not KO. This actually does not KO. Oh my gosh, able to get off that Earthquake. Win switch with Galvantula and Stunfisk and 2 shields. Oh my gosh, okay, in comes Azumel switching into that Mewtwo immediately, why not? So this is a great matchup. Like, I don't think it was a mistake for the opponent to bait or to double bait or quadruple bait, I don't think it's a mistake. It could go either way. If I did bait, I probably wouldn't have baited the second time. Sometimes I do double bait. But I don't think I would triple bait, but that's okay. I mean, it's fine. It could go either way, Anyway, Shadow Mewtwo is going to go ahead and go for the Side Strike right now. This is going to KO. Has 1 shield. Altaria is coming in, able to get to this move. This is going to be a good game. I mean, they still have a healthy Deoxys plus the shield. So Side Strike will be doing a tremendous amount of damage, and now Deoxys can come in and go for a Psycho Boost and take this game. Could shield it, doesn't have to. They're not going to shield it. That's fine. You don't have to. It's not going to KO, not even close. So just going to go ahead and go for the Psycho Boost, and this is going to be enough to KO that. I'll tell you. That is going to be a good game. Very well played. So yeah, great game. Guys, definitely go ahead and check out this trainer on YouTube in the description down below. So final game, we have a great matchup. They do switch into Poliwrath. Out comes Deoxys. Deoxys with Psycho Boost is a threat. It's also a threat with Thunderbolt, so you probably go for the Thunderbolt. Yeah, you definitely go for the Thunderbolt. So that's what they're doing. So we're going to go ahead and go for this Thunderbolt right now. So it's going to not KO, just going to be able to count it down after this Ice Punch, but totally fine. Deoxys could definitely take it, so not really a threat. And going to be able to farm down, very nice. Wigglytuff is coming in. Going to go ahead and go for a Thunderbolt right now into the Wigglytuff just to get off some pretty good neutral damage and be able to bring in the Stunfisk. And yeah, so Stunfisk definitely going to be coming in now. And we're going to see an Overfarm going for the Rock Slide. This is enough to KO. I imagine they don't shield. This is going to be tough for the opponent. They actually do shield. Maybe they're weak to Galarian Stunfisk in the back. Galarian Stunfisk just going to allow it. Doesn't have to shield. Ice Beam going to be neutral. Okay, that does a pretty good amount of damage. We do see another Charm user and going for the Earthquake immediately. Wow, double Charm. So going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake. No shield. And the opponent will quit. And that will be it for this one, guys. Have a good day. Bye.